Aloha! I know guys, medyo late yung ating video for the iPhone 17 launch and it is because I am currently in Hawaii and it's hours late from the Philippines. I think around 18 hours. But of course, that won't stop us. I got everything from the iPhone 17 lineup. So we also have the 17 Pro, 17, and of course, the Air. And personally, I find this the strongest lineup ever today, at least in my years of reviewing smartphones. Anyway, balik na tayo sa hotel room namin and then let's do unboxing and of course, I'll be doing my impressions and hands-on video. It's time to open them up. Okay, so we are finally back here in the hotel and nakita nyo na rin naman yung unboxing natin. So all of those are over and a quick recap. Again, we have here the iPhone 17 Pro in Cosmic Orange. I also got it in silver pero nasa Philippines siya right now. Of course, we also have an iPhone Air and yup, it is really thin. And hindi ko in-expect na magugustuhan ko siya right out of the box. Anyway, this is a completely different series. So, huwag kayo malito, it's not 17 Air, it's only iPhone Air. Although, may mga components siya na very similar with the iPhone 17 and 17 Pro. And lastly, of course, we have the iPhone 17. I was supposed to get the sage green because personally, I find it the most beautiful one. Pero walang available here in Hawaii. So I opted for the white one so that the pink beads case that I bought will match it well. Let me also share with you a few accessories I got. Meron akong biniling tech woven case in the green and of course this Apple lanyard. I have to say these accessories are very expensive. I haven't really tried it outside yet, but with how it feels and how it compares with the fine woven before, parang mas matibay na nga siya this time. Even the inside feels a bit more rugged. And of course, a bumper case for the iPhone Air. It only covers the side so that it still is thin. Literally, it only covers the side of this phone. Lastly, of course, the battery pack that only works with this device. It's my, I don't know, nth year reviewing Apple devices. Alam niyo naman, we always do this. Pero I think this year has the most changes. And unahin natin actually yung iPhone Air, which is obviously, so I think, the hero product release of this year. Again, this is their thinnest iPhone ever. And yung kanyang size is only 0.22 inches thick. That is 5.64mm equivalent. And yes, ang nipes niya sobra, parang wala ka talagang hawak. And right now, Apple is leading, especially if we were to compare it with the S25 Edge. And at the same time, it's also very light. Pero, syempre, with all these, may catch. And that is the battery, which is always the case naman with a thin phone. But what they did here is that nag-delete sila ng physical SIM. So, sa lahat ng models worldwide, eSIM only na siya. And the only reason for this is to save space para mas malaki yung battery capacity niya. Again, hindi naman nila to gagawin kung hindi rin kailangan. So kahit anong country ka bumili, mapa Philippines, Hong Kong, Singapore, US, it's all eSIM. Which is also why when they created the problem, they created a solution. And that is the battery pack. And then in terms of its camera, as you can see, malaki yung camera module niya. And as you can see, there is a single lens, although malapad pa yung space dito. And that is because it has all the important components para again makapagbigay ng space for the battery. Again, ang daming in-adjust just to achieve that longer battery life despite it being a very thin device. I'm excited to try the battery. Syempre, gusto kong tignan and i-test if it really will last the whole day as what Apple is claiming it. Now, in terms of the build, it has titanium frame, very shiny and smooth din siya. Smudge magnet, although hindi naman siya masyadong halata because, again, it really is thin. So yes, ito na lang yung natitira bukod doon sa bagong Apple Watch na titanium. Anyway, before we proceed with the iPhone 17 Pros, let's talk about today's sponsor, Ugreen. So Ugreen sent me their new products, the MagFlow 25 watt series, and I've had these products for over a month already, and dinala ko rin yung power bank na to on this flight. I don't think this is your average power bank, and this is because it fully supports the next generation 3 to 25 watts magnetic charging. And yes, it works seamlessly with the iPhone 12 through iPhone 17 series, and specifically supports 15 watts wireless charging for the iPhone 12 to 15, and of course 25 watts naman for the iPhone 16 and iPhone 17. And probably one of my favorite features for this power bank is its Ugreen Smart Charge technology. Automatically i-adjust nyo yung power for each device for fast and safe charging. Meron din siyang secure magnetic hold, and of course the Apple standard magnetic array that keeps your iPhone attached even if you're using it while charging. At the same time, it comes with a compact, durable design na merong 10,000 mAh for your travel or just everyday use. Next, meron din tayong bagong Ugreen MagFlow 25 watts magnetic charger. It's a 2-in-1 portable charger that has a compact foldable design. You can charge simultaneously your new iPhone 17 using its 25 watts power, and even your AirPods at 5 watts, or even further down to 5 watts USB-C port. Anyway, if you're looking for new accessories for your iPhone 17 or even just for your iPhone 16, you can get the most out of it by getting Ugreen's new power bank and even charging station. Links will be in the description box or sa YouTube shopping ko guys, directing to Shopee. Alright, so now pag-usapan na natin itong iPhone 17 Pro. I know, one of the newest colors for the Pros is the Cosmic Orange. And grabe, ang striking ng color na to, it's probably the brightest I've seen on a Pro unit. Meron ding deep blue option na ang ganda-ganda ng pagka-rich ng color niya, plus a classic silver option. But ito yung twist. For many years, we no longer have a color black variant. Nalulungkot ako kasi ang daming lovers din ng space black na hinahanap to. But I think one of the reasons, I guess, dahil nakita ko na rin yung iPhone units na nasa Apple Store, medyo obvious kasi yung mga scratches this time. And I think the reason why sobrang iniwasan nila yung itim this year is because of that. Kasi dun pa lang sa blue variant, makikita mo na yung mga scratches. What more sa itim, diba? Aside from the color, I think pinaka na-shock din ako for the 17 Pros is the whole new design. Na-ditch na ni Apple yung titanium frame and went with aluminum. Officially, sabi nila, mas efficient daw to for heat dissipation, and it is 20 times better than titanium. But let's be real, feeling ko one of the major reason is also cost cutting. And nung una ko siyang nakita during the Apple launch, ang sabi ko agad, parang hindi ko siya type. Pero habang hawak ko na siya ngayon, ginagalaw-galaw ko na, feel ko na, and even during when I got it at the Apple Store, biglang parang ang compelling nung design niya. Ewan ko kung bakit, pero tipong the more I hold it, the more I use it, it grows on me. And sabi rin ni Apple during their event, this is the most they've changed the Pro iPhones in years. And to be fair, halata din naman agad siya. Although maraming changes, meron pa rin mga familiar parts itong iPhone 17 Pro. Tulad ng screen, basically it's the same as the 16 Pros, tapos yung button and port placement, same pa din. Ang noticeable lang, I think for me, is the camera control button. Mas maganda na yung feel niya ngayon kasi hindi na kailangan sobrang deep ng pag-press mo sa kanya. It's more responsive, mas natural, and honestly, this is a good change for me. Hopefully, I get to use it more this year than last year. And of course, hindi mawawala yung camera upgrades natin. Pag-usapan natin. Dati, if you remember, there is only 248 megapixels. And yung isa lower megapixel lang, which is the telephoto lens. Pero ngayon, tatlong 48 megapixels fusion cameras na. Main cam, ultra-wide, and even the telephoto lens. And honestly, yung telephoto yung pinaka-notable upgrade dito. Interesting pa yung ginawa ni Apple sa optical zoom niya. If you can see here sa camera app ng 17 Pro, meron kang 5 zoom levels to play with. Merong ultra-wide, 1x main camera, 2x, 4x, and 8x. Pero wait lang hindi ibig sabihin nito separate yung 2x and 8x lens. For 2x, ginagamit niya yung best pixels ng 48 megapixels main sensor para makuha yung shot. Yung 4x naman, ito yung totoong optical lens. Pero kaya niya ring mag-shoot again ng 48 megapixels. And of course, the 8x zoom, parang 2x ulit yung style niya. It crops into the center pixels ng 48 megapixels para makapag-deliver ng 12 megapixels frame. And yes, I tried my best to explain it to you as easy as possible kasi medyo confusing din siya at some point. Anyway, makikita niyo naman right now yung mga sample shots natin and even sample videos. Anyway, medyo hinihingal ako. So, on to the last iPhone, we have here the regular iPhone 17. Actually, this iPhone got the best glow up. And ang dami nagsasabi, even articles, videos, that this is probably the most sulit to get. Well, we can always say that, especially if we were only to base it on the specs on paper. One major reason to that is of course the always on display and the ProMotion, which is also ang tagal na rin naman nating inantay na magkaroon yung mga regular iPhones. And of course, there is also the new front-facing center stage camera. Ito yung lens, guys, that features in all iPhone 17 models. And gladly, hindi siya missing in action for the regular iPhone 17. Dito ako sobrang na-excite na subukan talaga. And it's also the first smartphone selfie camera I've seen that's capable of converting from portrait to landscape mode without you turning your device. So how does this actually work? Again, we got a perfectly square 80 megapixel sensor. Ang cool niya because it can actually pull in more megapixels para makuha yung tamang information, whether wide shot or tall shot man yan. And yes, the image quality is really good. Mapa-Air man yan, 17 Pro, or even just the regular iPhone 17. Anyway, I know the video is getting really long, pero sana nagustuhan nyo yung hands-on video ko. And of course, I really tried my best to produce it as, I don't know, as soon as possible. Anyway, I think it doesn't really matter now. So, ang tanong ko na lang, will I be sticking with the pros? Actually, ito yung tanong ko para sa akin because, again, I cannot keep all of these phones. After the review, obviously, I can only choose one. I'm not sure if gagamitin ko yung Air or the iPhone 17 Pro. Right now, natutuwa ako dito sa Cosmic Orange na 17 Pro, but I don't know, this might change. This is not to say na pangit yung iPhone Air. It really feels good pag hawak siya. I just don't know kung kakayanin ko na isa lang talaga yung camera na gagamitin ko the whole year. And let's wait, I have to review these phones officially. So abangan nyo guys the following days and I'm pretty sure you will be asking kailan magiging available tong phones na to sa mga official distributors natin like Beyond the Box. As of now, hindi ko pa alam, but I'm guessing it will be this October, just like what they did last year. Anyway, I'll see you guys on my next YouTube videos. I will be testing these more. And syempre, let me know if you have questions para masagot natin yan sa ating full review. Again, it's your Tech Girl Mary and see you in our next video. Bye!